Welcome to Elblag in eastern Poland. Today we'll follow the baker's path around the historic city center and learn about the legend of a young baker who saved the city. This is a fun and interesting way for you to explore this beautiful city's main sites and find out more about its rich past. I'll also take you on a little detour to show you some other significant Elblag sites along the way. So, let's get going. Here we are leaving the train station and heading into the historic city center. Now's a great time to download the Baker's Route mobile app, which will guide you and give information at each stop. En route to our start location, take a moment to stop by the monuments to the creators of independence. The central figure is Józef Pilsudski, who is seen as a father of the Second Polish Republic, which was re-established in 1918. We begin our journey here at the town hall. Elbląg was very badly damaged during World War II, and so many of the buildings have been recreated after 1945, including this one. Here the tourist information office is located, along with a small exhibit of items that show you what Elbląg looked like in the past. Back outside now, and we're walking up Stary Rynek to the next stop, the House of Kings. Now a Focus Hotel. This tenement house was originally built in 1599. It has had many significant guests, including Russian Tsar Peter the Great, and the Prussian King, Frederick the Great. Let's continue on our way, and turn right along Garbury Street. At the end is a house with one of the few facades that survived the war. Between 1590 and 1900, this house served as a hidden church for the Mennonite community. We're now going to take a bit of a detour from the Baker's Path. Close to our last stop is the post office building, which was built between 1885 and 1887. Now walking along Home Army Street, you pass the T-34 tank monument. Produced in Poland after the Second World War, this tank served in the Elblag garrison until it was stood here in 1976. Continuing down the road, past the spatial sculpture by Andrzej Matuszewski, there is the beautiful and impressive city government office building. Further on is one of Elbląg's many parks, Traugott Park. There is another walking route, called the Park Road, that you can take to enjoy all of Elbląg's parks. In this park you can see this impressive papal cross, this small Greek Catholic church of St. John the Baptist, and the monument in tribute to the war invalids. Just across the road is the impressive brass monument of Rebirth in Elblag. There are boards here explaining the history of the area, but you'll need Google Translate as they are all in Polish only. We now return back along Home Army Street until we reach this Renaissance-style school building. Built between 1873 and 1875, it has taught the children of Elblag ever since. A short walk along Major Street, we're greeted by the Baker statue as we rejoin the Baker's Route walk at the Marketplace Gate. This is the last preserved part of the medieval city fortifications, which date back to the 13th century. Close by is our next stop, the Church of the Holiest Virgin Mary. Also dating back to the 13th century, it was tragically burnt to the ground during the last war. Only having been restored in the 1960s, it is now an art gallery. We're heading to the river now, where the baker welcomes us to our next stop, the Low Bridge. First mentioned in 1617, it was constructed in its current form in 1885. We'll cross this bridge to get to our next destination. The simple Church of the Good Shepherd was built in 1900 and features neo-Gothic decoration. A short walk along the river bank, you'll pass these wooden sculptures depicting local legendary figures, before arriving at Special Pub. Outside, the baker greets us with a reminder of the trade that went on here, because the pub used to be a grain exchange. Built in 1790, it too was sadly destroyed in the last war. Today it has been rebuilt in the same style and serves great beer and food. We cross the river again now on the High Bridge. First mentioned in 1322, the current bridge is representative of a design from 1925. You'll find the baker here too, doing a little fishing. Next on our journey is this tenement building on Dutcher Street. Once a brewery, it is now the Municipal Museum. Like so many buildings in Elblag, this was destroyed in the last war, so what you see today is a rebuilt version from 2001. This former medieval hospital is our next stop. Its foundation goes back to 1242, but again was destroyed in 1945. It was rebuilt over many years from 1958 through to 1979, and today it is the city's library. The baker is here too, holding a book by the entrance steps. Around the corner we now approach the Archeological and Historical Museum. This extensive collection is housed in what remains of the Teutonic castle complex which functioned here until 1454. Today it provides visitors with an extensive and immersive experience of the history of the city and surrounding area from the earliest settlers through its complete history. It's a fantastic museum, and you can spend a very long and enjoyable time here. We left the museum and headed to our next stop, another historic tenement house. This was a home to two kings, and many noblemen in the past, and its history can be traced back to 1598. We're almost finished our route now, and so we make our way to our final destination through the church path. This narrow path was once much longer, but today offers a glimpse of the historic streets of Elblag. Greeting us at the other end of the path is an impressive sight of the Cathedral of St. Nicholas. It dominates the main square, lined with many restaurants and bars. The cathedral's tower offers a viewing platform for visitors, and inside, it has simple, but impressive decor. We stopped now for some coffee, as the baker's route is now complete. Thank you for coming with us along the way, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the wonderful sights of Elbląg. We really hope you check out Elblag yourself, and we're sure you'll find this charming and historic city a wonderful destination to visit. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe for more videos like this. I hope you'll come along with me as we explore our next destination.